Hey, Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakahakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This is the brother Leash, representing the church in Cleveland. I brought this all back with another edifying lesson. I love words. I love the dictionary app. When the words of the day are spiritual or directly tied to a precept, this is a good opportunity to edify. So the word of the day, January 30th, 2026, is preeminent. It's a formal word used to describe someone or something more important, skillful, or successful than their counterparts or peers. It is used synonymously with outstanding and supreme. So, straight to the scripture. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 4, it says, "Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor." So do not exalt yourself, putting yourself above. Let's go into the etymology. Okay, so the root word eminent, standing or rising above other places, exceeding other things in quality or degree. Surpassing, eminent, superiority, distinction. Yep. And the scriptures talk about being lowly, being contrite. That's the exact opposite of this. The same verse in the GNT, it says, "Don't ask the Lord for a place of honor or ask the king for an important position." Right, because we're supposed to be humble. Isaiah 57:15, "For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in a high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones." So this is the things that the Lord is looking for: a contrite, lowly, and humble spirit. Psalms 34:18, "The Lord is nigh to them that are of a broken heart," jumped the gun, "and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit." So that's why the Lord tells us not to seek preeminence. I was just watching Elder Manata Zagba in regards to that lady talking shit about her husband. We're not in the kingdom yet. He made some very solid points. We are not in the kingdom yet. Yasharala means prince of the power. So we're princes. We are being groomed. We are being equipped with a mindset to rule and govern the people with righteousness, with equity. We're still a work in progress. So that's another reason to be humble. Yeah, prophecy and the spirit of the Lord put you ahead of the curve and put you in a different category, but that doesn't give you the right to be an asshole. And we're called. We don't know if we're chosen. So even more of a reason to be humble and to be grateful. Sirach 51, Psalms 51:17. "The sacrifice of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O power, thou wilt not despise." So these attributes are the attributes that the Lord is looking for: humble, contrite, sincere. it's a good example of seeking preeminence. And to quote the blood elder off topic but on topic, an example of what happens when you seek that preeminence. This is Matthew 23, and I started at the top. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. So what is that talking about? That image of outward piety or piety. So they tell you all these things you should do to reverence God, reverence Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But inwardly, they're ravening wolves. They're niggas. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one finger, one of their fingers. And one thing they do that is forcing perfection through the law. We see it now, modern with the IUIC. You know, I'm not going to bear false witness, but we heard stories and the things that have been documented via their YouTube channels. You doing all this, you disrespecting the names and coming to the Passover on a horse, man. Like, come on. We're not going to be saved by carnal means. We're not doing the things that we do in order to be men pleasers. So at the end of the day, you, and when I say you, I'm talking about Bishop Nate. I'm taking trips to Africa, doing all this other stuff. But the scriptures tell us what, plainly. If you love me, feed my sheep. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feast and the chief seats in the synagogues, and not just to IUIC, to the ISUPK as well. The Passover is not like a concert. It's not like a big gathering. It's not like a Hebrew cookout. It's a very solemn assembly, but yet camps like those, they more fascinated with numbers. They want all of Israel, and the ministry is contrary to that. The Spirit of the Lord is not looking for everybody. Scriptures say a remnant will be saved. They don't care about that. They want to be on the podcast. They want to blend elements of the world with the truth. Oh yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, but when the time comes, you're going to be another machine, another way that Esau pushes the tiny technology. And we could tell because ultimately they are seeking preeminence, and mostly talking about the leadership. General Yohanan said that it's Yahushua, then him, and then Bishop Nate, man, so proud. But point being, these are two good examples of what happens when you seek preeminence. You're filled with pride, and we know through the precepts, pride is when one departed from his maker. And this don't just go for them. Oh, that's the spirit. Jump further down. Matthew 23. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. Whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. He that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So we have the author and finisher of faith. Yahushua is a great example. He washed his disciples' feet. He came lowly on a foal of an ass. When he was here, he did not seek preeminence. Matter of fact,